Introducing the Family Connect Heartful Empowerment Series for parents and kids. We are delighted to have you join us on this journey of nurturing strong family bonds and fostering a deep connection between parents and their children. Today, I, Dr. Patricia DeMello, am excited to share with you an insightful exploration of the incredible human body through the engaging book Me and My Amazing Body by Joan Sweeney, illustrated by Aneth Cable. Together, we will discover why our bodies are so special as we embark on a heartwarming and educational adventure, celebrating the marvels of our own physical beings. Join us as we learn, grow, and strengthen the parent child bond in this series dedicated to mindful and heartful parenting. Me and My Amazing Body by Joan Sweeney, illustrated by Aneth Cable. Published by Scholastics. For my amazing son, John the Doctor. To all the children, take care of and be happy with your bodies. This is your gift to yourself. What a sweet and lovely note by the author. This is me and my amazing body. I have a pair of eyes, a mouth, a pair of ears, nose. I have 10 toes, 2 feet, a pair of knees, a pair of legs. I have 10 fingers, a pair of elbows, stomach, and a pair of hands. These are the parts of my body that I can see. Skin. Most of my body I can't see. Why? Because my skin covers almost every inch of it. Skin comes in many different colors. It holds my body together and lets me feel things like my kitty soft fur or the prickly spikes of my cactus. Ouch! Bones. Beneath my skin are my bones, all 206 of them. When my bones are put together, they are called a skeleton. My skeleton holds up my skin, just like tent poles hold up a tent. Bones are hard and help protect the softer insides of my body. Attached to my bones are my muscles. My body has more than 600. Whoa! They stretch and they shrink like rubber bands. Muscles do the hard work of moving my body all around, back and forth, and up and down. I even use my muscles when I smile. Do you know how many muscles we use when we smile? Brain. My muscles move because of my brain. My brain tells them to. My brain is the boss of my body, and it lets me think my own special thoughts. It's so important that it has its own safe place in my head. Inside a very hard bone called the skull. My brain sends and receives messages from all parts of the body. Blood. My body and my brain needs lots of energy to work well. They get energy from my blood. Why? because the blood contains oxygen from the air and the nourishment from the food that I eat. My blood vessels or my blood travels all over my body through the special tubes called the veins and the arteries. Those are my blood vessels. If I cut or scrape my skin, it bleeds. But don't worry, my body is always making more blood. My heart. My blood can't move through my body all by itself. It needs my heart and a group of strong muscles in my chest to move it. My heart is like my own little engine. It pumps blood throughout my body all the time, even when I am sleeping. If I put my hand on my chest, I can feel my heart beating. Put your heart on your chest and feel your heart beating. Can you feel it? Dub, lum, dub, lum, dub. That's your heart beating and pumping blood to all parts of your body. I can also feel my lungs working when I breathe in deep. My lungs fill with fresh air like balloons and send the part of the air that I need, the oxygen, into my blood. So we inhale through our nose, it passes through our air passages and into our lungs, which is like a balloon which inflates and deflates, carrying oxygen into my blood. Then my lungs push the air back out. That's what happens when the lungs deflate. It pushes the air out. And a moment later, I breathe in fresh air all over again. But my body needs food along with air, or else I wouldn't grow. When I get hungry, I eat, and the food goes down into my stomach. After I eat, my stomach mashes the food into tiny, tiny pieces. Then my body takes what I need for energy and growth and get rid of whatever it does not need. Children, have you heard about the food pyramid? I hope so. The food pyramid is like a well-balanced diet. Okay, we need to have carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, etc. How do we get all these stuff? We get it from the food we eat, like the pasta and the bread. They contain a rich amount of carbohydrates. Then we get a lot of fiber, which is required for our digestion when we eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And when we have meat products like meat, mutton, or chicken, or pork, or even paneer, the rich source, and legumes and pulses, the rich source of proteins, which are the building blocks of our body. And children, don't forget to have at least 2 to 3 glasses of milk, and try to incorporate cheese, butter, or dairy products into your diet, because this is rich in calcium and it helps to make our bones stronger. And most of all, our body is made up of 80 to 90% of water. So for our body to function, we should have at least 8 to 10 glasses of water and a little bit of candy and chocolate. So what happens now when we eat this food? When we bite this morsel of food from whatever source it can be, the mouth has teeth, right? So the teeth will bite and break down this food into smaller pieces. And what happens is we have this liquid in our mouth known as the saliva, right? So that will mix with the food in our mouth, okay? And we swallow it. So the long tube which where the food passes from the mouth to the stomach is called the esophagus. So the food will pass through the esophagus into this sac-like, S-sac-like thing known as a stomach, where again the gastric juices and the bile juices will further break down this food. Why this food needs to be broken down? This food needs to be broken down because once it passes through the intestines, the food gets absorbed from there and the waste products are secreted out through the anus or through the kidneys. The liquid is drained out when we pass our urine or our motions daily. Did you all understand, my children? So every part of my body works together to keep me growing, starting from the skin. Skin protects us from all the bacteria and the viruses which are present in the environment. So it is a protective layer. It has also many sensory organs, like which sense and tells your brain that this is the type of pain, or something is going to prick you, or something is going to bite you, a stinging pain, etc. Okay, then it sends signals to your brain. Through your nose, you breathe. Through your eyes, you see. And the skull and the bones are the protective, especially the skull protects your brains, because when you fall down, you get hurt, so that your brain is protective. Okay. And then we have bones. What is the use of our bones? To help us to move. Correct? We have tiny, tiny bones in our hands, in our legs, and we have these muscles and ligaments which are joined to this muscles, to the bones, which help you to move. We have a heart which pumps blood to all parts of the body through your blood vessels and your veins and arteries. Then you have the lungs, which sends oxygen to all parts of the body and carbon dioxide out through your nose when we breathe out. Then we have your muscles and your toes, and you have all the major organs inside your body. And this is all wrapped up and kept protected by the skin. What an amazing body, right? And keep me growing. And someday I'll be all grown up. Isn't it amazing? And most amazing of all, every person in the world has a body that's very much the same. But every person is also very different. There's no one else in the world exactly like you, and no one exactly like me, or ever will be. Children, these are some of the amazing body facts. Did you know your stomach digests about 2,190 quarts of food each year? That's around 8,760 bowls of spaghetti. Isn't that awesome? Children, did you know over half of your body's bones are in your hands and in your feet? There are more than 100 of bones. They're tiny, 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 tiny bones which are held together by muscles and ligaments. If you could line up all your body's blood vessels, they would wrap around the world 4 times. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I didn't know that. And when you sneeze, air comes out of your lungs at over 100 miles per hour. Oh my Lord, that's almost like, oof, I didn't know that. And my heart beats around 3 billion times on an average person's life. Those figures are really alarming, right? And awesome. And your brain weighs around 3 pounds, but it can store billions of bits of information. Whoa, what an amazing brain we have, right? Just imagine if any of these organs do not function as they need to, what will happen to our body and what will happen to us? Have you wondered, children, what will happen? A note from the author. Me and my amazing body can show you from your head to your toes and everything in between. This playful introduction to anatomy explains all the important parts of your body, what they do, and why you need them in order to live, breathe, work, and play. Easy to read and easy to understand, Me and My Amazing Body will enable even the youngest of children to appreciate their amazing bodies and wonder what is under your skin, why do we have burns, what do we do with our muscles, and where does the food that we eat go. Happy reading, children.